Good morning, everybody. And today we're going to talk about nationality, right? Our people have a tendency to believe and are taught that we are so-called African American and black. I'm going to break down both of those definitions. Number one, the word African originates from European descent. We are not African American or Afro American, half of the word African. The reason that we are not African American is based on the fact that the word African is a European word. I had an African from Africa, so-called Africa, the motherland, El Kebulon is one of the oldest names, or Nubia or Numidia, northeast or southeast, so-called Africa, the motherland. El Kebulon is the name, right? Now, originally also Asia, right? Because before the Red Sea separated so-called Africa and Asia, right? And the European wanted to reclassify, right? So-called Africa was a part of Asia. This is why you have Arabic, which have so-called African dialects, and Hebrew that has so-called African dialects originating from our people, right? Because the languages was ours, right? Now, the word African originally originates from Scipio Cornelius Africanus, last name, branding us as so-called Africans under his name authority, right? So every time we say we are Afro-American or African-American, we are saying that Scipio Cornelius Africanus, right, is our master. He's our origination. He is our, this is where we come from. Him. See, they're branding us continuously, right? We are not African. We are El Kebulon, right? Now, let's clarify the word black. Black is is a color, number one. What is a color? A color is something stained, varnished, or painted. I am not black. My shirt is black, right? I am not black. My watch is black. See, I am not black. Here are three things right here that is black, and I am not black. Because I am not colored. I am not stained, varnished, or painted. You can't rub this off. You see what I'm saying? This is going to stay here, right? I get tanned by the sun, but I have not come out my mother tanned by the sun, right? They want you to believe this, that, oh, we get our complexion based on the origination of the sun. This is a lie. If you come out your mother tanned already, the sun never touched you. So why did you come out your mother tanned? Because we got melanin that transfers from one genetic person to the next genetic person, right, through genealogy, right? At the same time, they talking about, oh, if you go to a lighter climate, you get lighter. That's a lie. You get your lighter climate, you get your lighter skin from mixing with Caucasian people. And these are the facts of mulattoes. When a black and a white person conjoins in a sexual encounter, right, your baby come out light skin, brown skin, might come out dark skin, but usually it's light skin or brown skin. All right. At the same time, I have a light skinned aunt. My grandmother was light skinned. Some of my Spanish friends say, oh, she look Puerto Rican. Yeah, she acted Puerto Rican too. Short, aggressive. Love my grandmother to death, right? Now, the light skin also can go to a Caucasian lookalike. I had some god kids, right? Growing up back in the early millennium, and three of them, Mark was light skinned, Malin and Robert looked it white. They had the hair like so-called white. Their mother was light-skinned, but their father was Caucasian. You see what I'm saying? That's why they looked it like their father. But they still was tan. They had that olive tan, light skin. Right? This is when you have people that have black parents that sit around, look Caucasian, and won't tell you they Caucasian. I mean, they won't tell you they black because they got black parents and they are look-alike Caucasian and they can fit in. They make the Caucasians think they Caucasian because they real light, lighter than a light-skinned person, right? And they fit in and they deny their heritage. Some of them would tell you, I'm black. I got a black parent. I'm black. But then some of them would sit around and blend in with the Caucasian people, making them think they are Caucasian. So they won't get attacked verbally or physically like we do, right? Denying their heritage. Now, black at the same time, they say black is beautiful. Yeah, that is a representative of us. But technically we are not black because we're not colored. We are tan people, right? We are caramel people, right? At the same time, Aswad, right? Another word for us is that we are dark people, dark-skinned people. Original words that come from the earth, not words that you can sit around and reclassify us over and over again, branding us who you want us to be, like dogs. Stop accepting being black. Stop accepting being African, right? These are insulting words. Negro, right? Stop accepting these words. We are none of these, right? We are a famous, national-wide people that are originators of the earth. We are God's chosen people, as written in the Bible. He chose us over all people, right? Now, they recognize this. Even Jane Elliott verifies this. I got scripture I can't quote right out the gate, but I got scriptures that clarifies this also, that we are God's chosen people, right? However, stop using the word Negro, black, and so-called African, because we are none of these, right? And me, I use my nationality as Alkebulonian Cherokee, right? My great-great-grandfather was born on a reservation. He was a Cherokee. Now what you got, you go up in Niagara Falls, New York, everybody Caucasian, claiming Native American. So who did Geronimo Sitting Bull and Red Cloud that looked my color, my complexion rather, not color, and called them pale faces? They didn't call them white man like they put on TV today. No, they said pale faces, okay? Because they lack skin pigment. All right? This is the truth. I'm not trying to insult nobody. I'm keeping it 100, right? Pale, right, was the origination. And if you check out the word white, and when they started using this, they started using this word until I think, anywhere from the 15, 16, 1700s, right? They wasn't using the word white. They wasn't claiming white before then. You know, and a lot of white also was dealing with a lot of light-skinned people that was classified as white. Light-skinned black people. But once again, when black and white come together, they form light skin called mulatto, right? Because the skin pigment is lighter. But then when you start breeding with light skin, right? You form basically a new race of people that are all light skinned, like a lot of the Spanish people that don't recognize they come from slaves and Caucasian people that raped their ancestors, right? And basically, we can produce and reproduce light skin, brown skin, and dark skin, but they can't. They can only reproduce Caucasian people. Why? Because our genes are the strongest genes in the face of the earth. This is why they talk about the 1 inch drop blood in a so-called black person, right? If you have a 1 inch of so-called black blood, you're black. See, look it up on the internet. The 1 inch drop of blood, black blood. See, and they will tell you the truth about the matter of how basically we dominate. We dominate the face of the earth. Egypt was all black. Saudi Arabia was all black. The whole earth was once all black. So-called black. Since y'all want to use that word or that terminology, dark skin. Aswad. See? Peace.